Welcome to day 3 of my 30-day trans challenge. Today we'll be discussing being outed. Hi guys, not sure what you thought of the hat, I quite like it, but I have a funny feeling it doesn't help me pass. Anyways, so today's question was, have you ever been outed? The simple answer to that is yes, many times, and it sucks every single time. The more complicated answer is there's loads of different situations and it's all a bit of a mess. Let's go through some of them one by one. How about that? One of the first instances I have of being outed was pretty soon after I came out myself, actually. Basically, as I was at a bar with a couple of people that I knew, and we met some people. I introduced myself as Kyle, which gave me a few goosebumps, actually. It was one of the first times I got to introduce myself using my new name. And we had a great time, and it was just afterwards, walking back into the main part of town, in order to get a taxi back to my then girlfriend's house. And I told this girl that she should add me on Facebook. Then I realised that my Facebook was still in my old name because I hadn't come out to my parents at that point. And I was like, oh, you can't add me, my name isn't necessarily my Facebook name. And she was like, oh no, but your real name is, and then my birth name. And I was just like, oh, how did you know that? And she said, oh, that our mutual friend had told her. I wasn't too impressed. I mean, nothing bad came of it because I was still frequenting gay bars at that point because I wasn't comfortable, going into the straight world just yet. But it was very uncomfortable, actually. I didn't really know how to deal with it. But that was the first time I was outed. That one specifically bugged me, actually, because there didn't seem to be any reason for it. It was just a case of, oh yeah, he's actually a she, and his name is actually this. Kind of thing. It didn't feel like it was adding anything to any conversations or any understanding of me, and so that kind of annoyed me. But some of the other situations weren't as bad, which I'll get into now. The other main situation which comes to mind when I think of being outed without my permission actually happened a few weeks ago online. Basically, on my friend's Facebook page, there was this whole argument about different genders and how men have it easy and that kind of thing. And so my being trans was kind of pertinent in that it did give me a perspective because we were talking about trans and cis males and privilege and all that kind of thing. So I did have that added perspective, but I didn't feel like disclosing. She didn't mean any harm by it, and absolutely no harm came of it, so I honestly don't mind that much. But basically, she just happened to mention on the status that I was trans and told her friend. And she also disclosed some stuff about her friend, which I can't even remember. It was quite inconsequential. But, yeah, I was outed there. One of the best things is, though, that once that happened, I just had to tell her that actually that was a little bit shitty, and she took it down, wouldn't stop apologising. Actually, it got slightly annoying with the apologies. No, I'm joking. I really appreciate it. It was dealt with really, really well, actually. No harm came of it. It was a genuine oversight on her thing, and yeah, it kind of did remind me that when people do out me, most of the time it's not going to be a deliberate, let's make life hell. It's going to be a case of, oops, my bad, didn't mean to. So yeah, that was a sort of not negative being outed. I wouldn't say it was positive, but it did help make a point, and I suppose it was relevant, and nothing bad came of it, so as positive as these things can ever get. The final situation happened quite a while ago now. It was at a car boot sale, and basically my little sister just turned around to my neighbour, who still knew me as a she at that point because I hadn't got round to telling absolutely everybody, and she went round and goes, she's a he now, his name's Kyle. Yeah, I wasn't really sure with what to do with that one. I guess I needed to let him know at some point, but she told before I was ready, which was kind of annoying at the time. It was just kind of like, don't do that. But at the same time, again, no harm's come of it. It was something that I needed to do anyway. So yeah, that was the other outing I can remember. The rest of it, everybody's been pretty much tell when you're ready, don't tell who you don't want, that yada 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 yada. I've had discussions with my friends to make sure that they don't out me without asking and that kind of thing, and I don't foresee too much outing being done in the future, I hope. Which reminds me, actually, all the allies watching this, don't out your friends, okay? cool. It's not cool to like tell people without their permission because it can cause few problems. I've been quite lucky, not everybody is, so don't disclose if you haven't got your friend's permission. That's it. Quite another short video actually. They're getting shorter and shorter and shorter again. Hope you guys don't mind. But yeah, so comment. I'd love to know what you thought about my hat at the beginning. Subscribe. You know I love subscribers. Like, yada yada, the normal stuff. And I will see you guys soon. Bye.